Hi friends, welcome to Coder Tutorials. So today we will learn to print this pattern. So let's start. First we will take an input n from the user to calculate the number of rows that we need to print, and there is a constraint that in this pattern the number of rows should always be an odd number, otherwise this pattern cannot be printed. So you have to enter any odd number. So n equal to int input. Next thing that we need to first initialize is the number of spaces. So this is a diagrammatic representation of this pattern. So as we see that initially there are n by 2 spaces. As I have written here that n equal to 5 in this pattern and space is equal to 5 by 2. So initially the spaces are 5 by 2, that is n by 2. So we can initialize it by space equal to n by 2. Now next thing that we have to initialize is the number of elements that we need to print in that row. Here as we see that there is one element that is to be printed in the first row. So we can initialize m as the number of elements and that is equal to 1. Also we have to initialize the value of the element that needs to get printed. So the value initially is also equal to 1. Now we need to apply an outer loop for traversing through the rows. So for this thing that basically here there are 5 rows. So we will use a I loop for this purpose for I in range n. Now within this outer I loop there will be a nested k loop, suppose, for printing the spaces. Because initially we need to print the spaces and then we need to print the element. So we can say like for k in range, and what will be the value in the parameter? Equal to sp. Sp I have initialized the initial number of spaces that needs to get printed. So here we will print the tab character for spacing, comma, and equal to for continuation of spaces. Now after printing the spaces, we need to apply a loop for printing the number of elements. As we can see that initially there are m elements, so we will apply a loop for j in range m, and here we are going to print the value of the element, that is val, comma, and equal to. Okay, fine. Then after that we will move to the next row. Now once we have moved to the next row, we identify one pattern. As we can see here that the number of elements in the first row is 1. Then there are 3 elements. Then there are 5 elements. Then there are again 3 elements. And then there is 1 element. So the number of elements are getting incremented by 2 in each row, and this pattern continues till the middle row. And once we have reached the middle row, after that the number of elements are getting decremented by 2, like here from 5 to 3 and 3 to 1. Similarly, the number of spaces are getting decremented by 1 till the middle row, and after the middle row is reached, the number of spaces is getting incremented by 1, as you can see here. So after completing one row in the I loop, we will check for the condition where the value of I has reached. So if the value of I is less than n by 2, then we are going to print. No, we are not going to print. We will increase the value of elements, that is m, by 2, and we are going to decrease the number of spaces by 1. And in the else part, we are doing the reverse thing, that is m minus equal to 2. Number of elements are getting decremented by 2 and space is getting increased by 1. Okay, I think it's clear till now. Now one more thing that we observe is that the value is also getting incremented by 1 till this middle row. As you can see here, the value is getting incremented. First it is 1 here, then here 2, then here 3. After that it is getting decremented by 1. Okay, so we can increment the value of 1 here because there is a variable called val that we have initialized for printing the value. So we can increment this value by 1, and in the else part we can decrement this value by 1. Now one more thing. Now once we reach the second row, like in the first row 1 has been printed. Now in the second row, when we are going to print the values, we observe that this value first 2 will be printed, and then 3, and then again 2. So we observe that in the column part also the values are getting incremented by 1 till the middle column is reached, that is j equal to 3. And once the middle column is reached, the values are starting getting decremented by 1. Is it clear? As you can see here, the value is 2, 1, 2 and 3. And from 3 you can observe 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and the 5 is in the middle column. And after the middle column is reached, the value is getting decremented by 1. So this pattern is getting followed in the row wise also and also column wise also. So for basically implementing this condition, we can initialize one more variable as cval. Okay, so cval equal to val here. We are going to initialize it before printing the values. So we are going to print it here. Cval equal to val, and here we will print this value called cval. Okay. Now within printing this, we need to check if it has reached the middle column or not. So if the value of j is less than m by 2, then we are going to print this. Then we are going to increment the value of cval by 1. Else we are going to decrement this cval value by 1. Okay. And cval equal to val, this statement we have done so that we get the value that was in the last element of the last row, because the pattern is starting from there only. Like in the first row, the last element is 1. Okay, so after that the val plus equal to 1 will take place here according to this condition. So after that the val becomes 2, so cval will get the value of 2. So now the element will start getting printed from 2. Now after this 2, when we will keep on incrementing the value till it has reached the middle column. So from 2 it will become 3, and after that we will keep on decrementing the cval value by 1. And once it's decremented, then while moving in the next row, it will take basically the last value and it will increment this val variable by 1. Okay, because here the val variable was 2, the last val variable. So now the val variable will become 3, and it will get this value from this current val variable. Now current val variable will again use this 3 and will start printing. But after this I equal to 3, we are going to decrement this val value as given in the condition. Here, val minus equal to 1. So let's execute the code. Let's first save it. Now let's execute. It's showing some error. Okay, so there is some spacing problem, I think so. Just a minute, I will check. Okay, so I haven't provided the space here clearly. And equal to tab character. Okay, so now it will work fine. Yeah, so now it's printing perfectly. So I hope that you have understood this video lecture very well, and now your concept is clear how to print this pattern. So So till then, keep on practicing this question and take care. We will meet again with another interesting pattern question. So thank you for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.